Alrighty then. We're in week 10 and going to talk today about chapter 13 and the assignments for this week. But before we do that, I just wanted to give you a quick recap on the results from exam 3. Wow, look at all those A's. Almost 40% of the class got an A, which is great. Honestly, y'all are doing pretty darn well in this class, and I'm just pleased to have, what is that, 60, 70, almost 90% of the class be getting a C or better. That's really quite good. So congrats on that. Let me know if you have any questions about anything on the exam or content. Let's talk about chapter 13. So this week we're moving into the development phase, so phase 4. And so we've evaluated the heck out of our product concept, and now it's time to start developing it. Okay, so we're going to talk today about design. So design is when you take your product concept and start to make it into an actual product. Take your technology, wrap it around your, take the technology that's available for you to work with and wrap that around the needs of the customer in order to come up with an actual product prototype. All right, so when you think about that, I just want to point out, and it's probably obvious, but the design of a product is potentially highly strategic as far as delivering a strategic advantage. So you can think about products that you love and particular design characteristics of those products that just make them awesome compared to the other choices around you. So very strategic role, and so we're going to spend some time on this. When you talk about the role that design can take, there are 6 areas that the chapter discusses, and I've got them listed here. You can be designing a product to deliver it quickly to the market, to build it quickly and easily, as far as components that snap together. Think about a car, for example, and a manufacturing line to put a car together. Depending on the design, you could actually assemble that car very quickly, if the component parts will snap together quickly. So that's what that means, ease of manufacture. Differentiation, delivering a product where the design makes it stand out from the competitor options on the market to meet the customer needs. So there might be something specific in the design that needs to be there in order to satisfy a particular customer need, to support the corporate identity or for the environment. So you may be designing a product in order to have it be green, if that makes sense, environmentally conscious. So that can be a big deal anymore. All right, so those are the 6 roles discussed. Think about product architecture. This is the actual putting together of the product. And if you'll recall from a prior chapter, we spent some time talking about platform strategies, modular product architecture, where subparts, subcomponent systems would be consistent from one product to another in a company's line. So that element plays in here to the design of a product. And so companies really do try to have subsystems that would be consistent from one product to another to leverage those. So when you are putting the product design together, there's a great little picture in the book that I'll try to speak to, but you might have 13 different component processes that go into a CD player, for example. And so if you can cluster those different individual functionalities into groups, you might have the recording function. It might be a cluster of 3 or 4 different individual processes, and the playback function might be related to several more, and that kind of thing. So then you're taking the individual elements of the product capabilities and clustering them into groups that make sense, putting them together in a design. So you're physically laying out the hardware that goes with a CD player, for example, and then you want those different individual cluster segments or functions to be able to talk to each other. And so you try to arrange your clusters in ways that make sense so that the different elements are interfacing or being able to interact in ways that make sense and that are elegant, actually, in how you've put them together. So you'll read more about that in the book. And so let's talk about the industrial designer. Okay, so now you, as a marketing person, you are interfacing with a bunch of engineering types. So this is a great place for a marketing person to be showcasing their ability to work well with lots of different kinds of people, and you're going to be involved with a completely different kind of a personality and skill set in working with a creative industrial designer sort of a person. That person will be responsible for delivering a prototype to the development group. And so in developing a prototype, these are the 5 things that you want to be considering when you're evaluating that prototype. What's the user interface like? What's the emotional reaction to the product? Does it just make you respond in an emotional way that's positive? That's kind of important. How easy is it to repair or maintain this product? Did you use your resources appropriately to put this prototype together? Does it make sense given the tools you have to work with? And does it allow for product differentiation, a source of competitive advantage compared to other products available to consumers? So you're evaluating your prototype here. All right. So again, you as the marketing manager, this is maybe well, it's not, but this is a big place in the process where you as a marketing manager are showcasing your ability to work with different personalities, to keep people communicating, keep the mood and the atmosphere positive, getting the best from each of the players involved, making sure you are tapping the potential contributions of all your people without alienating them. It does take some good management skill here. I just wanted to mention briefly that there are a lot of computer technologies now that feed into the design process. Computer-aided design, computer-aided manufacturing, computer-aided engineering, and design for manufacturing. I believe that's what the DFM stands for. So anyway, take a note, or at least understand what those different acronyms mean. And finally, throughout all of this, remember that the voice of the customer needs to be driving the design of the product. You've got a product protocol that you've developed prior to starting this design. So keep that in front of you as you proceed through the design to make sure that you're matching the needs of the customer and the target market, delivering a product that really solves that problem for them. So that's important. All right, so let's talk about the assignment real quick for this week. You're going to be looking at the design process for a car, the Mini, and I think this is a pretty straightforward process. I'd like to see you keep the strategic perspective with this assignment. What can you do with the design of this product that would be strategically important? And also the voice of the customer, making sure that you keep that front and center in your thought process for the development of this product. All right, so also this week we have practice case analysis number 2 coming up. You've got a taste of what these spreadsheet tools are like now. I'll just point out that wherever there's a yellow cell in that spreadsheet, the assessor model spreadsheet, you should be putting some data in there that you're getting from the case write-up. Okay, so once you've done that and you have a working model, then you'll be in good shape to answer these questions. Hopefully it won't take very long. Hopefully it'll be kind of fun to do, give you a chance of just kind of evaluating how small changes in variables can make, what kind of impact those make to the bottom line. So don't forget to attach your spreadsheet to your submission. That's worth fifth of the points, I guess. All right, let me know if you have any questions on that. Okay, so that's it for this week. Golly, I can't believe it's almost Thanksgiving. We've got 1 month left in this term, so y'all are doing great. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Have a good weekend.